Hello and welcome to the PHOTOPLAY's YouTube channel. My name is Theary and today I will be sharing this fun shaker card that I created using some products from the latest release. Let's get started. So here is a close-up look at the stamp set that I will be using today. It's called Secret Santa and I love the images on this stamp. The sentiments are also great as well. So to start off my card, I am going in with Color Me cardstock that I trimmed down to fit into my stamping platform. I am also using an alcohol-friendly black ink. I did went ahead and re-stamp the images just to get a clear impression. And once the images were stamped out, it's time for coloring. So today I am going in with Copic markers, but you can pretty much use any kind of coloring medium for the stamp set. It's perfect for color pencils or watercolors. As always, I will go ahead and speed up the coloring process, as well as leave a timestamp down below. So if you're not interested in the coloring part, you can go ahead and fast forward to that time. But if you are, I hope you sit back and enjoy. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I am back. So after I finished coloring all of the cute little images, I went in with the coordinating dies and ran that through my die cutting machine. Now going in with my white gel pen, I like using that to add on little details all over the little characters. Okay, so let's talk about the background scene. So I'm going in with white cardstock again, and this time I will be using hybrid inks to blend out a background scene. So I'm going in with some blue shades, and I'm using a blending brush. One thing that you would want to do before blending is making sure that your ink pad is nice and juicy. The juicier the ink pad, the easier it is to make a nice blend. So as you can see here, I am going in with a light shade of blue ink. Then I'm going in with a little darker shade, and I'm blending the two together. And after I finished blending my piano, I wanted to add a little more dimension. So I'm going in with one of the Stencil from the release, and I'm using a glitter paste from Thermoweb. And I'm using a palette knife to help me spread the glitter paste onto the cardstock. I love using glitter paste to add dimension onto my card panel, but you want to make sure that you clean up the supplies that you use right away, because the paste will dry fairly quickly and it will ruin all of your supplies. And we don't want that to happen, right? Okay, so now going in with the Stitch Scallop Rectangle die, I die cut that out of white cardstock. So to create our shaker frame, this is what I am going to do. I am selecting a rectangle die. This is just a basic rectangle die, a little bit smaller than the scallop rectangle. And I'm taping that onto the cardstock. So this is going to create the frame for our shaker card. After I ran that through the die cutting machine, I am going to line one side of the frame with double-sided adhesive. This is a strong adhesive, so it's not going to shift around or move around the acetate sheet that we will use to create the shaker window. Okay, so now I'm going in with a sheet of acetate that I trimmed down a little smaller than my frame, and I'm adhering that onto the double-sided tape that we applied on earlier. If you don't have double-sided tape, it's fine to use liquid adhesive here as well. You just have to give it some time to dry. Okay, so now it's time to assemble everything together. Here, I'm just trying to figure out which image I wanted on top of my shaker card. And I decided to go with this cute little Santa and a Christmas tree. And off screen, I went ahead and stamped and die cut the sentiment Happy Holiday from the Holiday Sentiment stamp set. And after I was happy with the placement of everything, I went in with liquid adhesive and I applied that on top of the acetate sheet. Okay, so now it's time to create the shaker well. So what I like to do is I like to use foam strips, and I'm running the foam strip behind the frame only, just so it doesn't show through the acetate sheet. I did apply a double layer since the foam strips that I have here is a little thin. And that creates a shaker well. So now I'm going in with some sequins. You can pretty much add anything in the shaker well, but I just grabbed what I had on hand and I poured that into the shaker well. Now going in with the stencil background that we did earlier with the glitter paste, I am laying that on top of the foam strips on the back of the shaker card. Making sure to press really well to adhere the foam strip to the background. Then going in with one of the paper pads, I thought that the pattern would give the shaker card a little more interest, and I trimmed that down to 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. Then using liquid adhesive, I applied the shaker card to the pattern paper and adhered it both down to a top folding card base. And that's it. This completes the card. I hope you enjoy this tutorial and please don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.